Hey, everybody. We are live talking about our 4-part agility masterclass, which begins on Monday. And today I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into what is happening starting on Monday, which is like 5 days away. I am going to go over to Instagram and make sure they're all on board. Hey, everybody in Instagram. So, first question I have for you is right on the screen. And it is, I want to know, do you have the ability in agility or outside of agility? So some of you might not do agility. Do you have the ability to outrun your dog? Yes or no? And in the comments, please tell me where you're from. And if you do agility, or if you're interested in agility, if you're new to agility, if you're seasoned in agility, if you've been doing agility like for decades like me, what your level of experience is. Depending on the questions that we have, I'm ready to do demos. Kim's gonna come. Kim's in here. She's ready to do demos. Depending on what your questions are. But first up, I would like you to riddle me this. Can you outrun your dog in agility? Or can you outrun your dog outside of agility? If you were in a foot race with your dog, let's say there's their favorite food reward, their favorite person, their favorite tug toy at one end of a field and you're at the other. Who's winning that race? Who's winning the race? I will tell you with great certainty, I do not own a dog that I can outrun, nor have I ever owned a dog that I could outrun, including one time my little terrier mix. She was 13 and a half inches tall. I remember I was out for a walk with her when she was 17 and a half years old, and we were going up this big hill. And I said, all right, Dee, I'm going to race you. She beat me. So I do not pretend that I can outrun, nor could I have. At any point in my life have I been able to outrun my dogs. Probably by the time they're 7 weeks old, they can outrun me. Maybe even before that. I don't know. So let me know where you're from. We got Munich, going to be not too far from you starting next week. We've got Illinois. Can you outrun your dog? Now, while we're waiting for other people to get on, I want to give you a tug toy. Well, I want to give you the chance to earn a tug toy. Handling 360 tug toy from the great people at For My Merles, where I get all of my dogs' toys. We're going to give away a tug toy. All you have to do is share this live, because I'm going to share what happens if you can't outrun your dog and what you can do in agility to still have an amazing time. So all you have to do is share that I'm live right now, either anywhere in social media, Instagram, Facebook, a story. Give them the link to this live, and then come back in the comments and say shared, and let my team know where you shared it. And then you will be eligible. Tomorrow we will let you know who won the prize. So I'm going to see. Pauline from New Zealand. Wow. I can outrun my dog if I throw a hunk of cheese and bacon on the floor. So you can. So that means either you're really, really fast, or maybe your dog isn't running like if there was a squirrel in the backyard, or like some of you guys are just really fast. There are people who can legitimately, they're gifted athletes, gifted runners, and they can legitimately outrun their dogs. I just have never been one of those people. So let me know where you're from. Let me know what kind of dog you have that you can you outrun your dog, and what kind of dog you have, where you're from. Okay. If you don't know, we have a 4-part master series starting Monday, but it's kind of already started. First of all, if you go to the address that I have on the screen, dogzat.com/skills, you will then get the opportunity to register as a member of the masterclass starting next week. And it will be a class that people will be talking about throughout all stages of agility. It doesn't matter if you're brand new to agility, you're going to have some massive aha moments next week. And if you are like a world champion of agility, I promise you're going to have aha moments next week. When you sign up there at dogzat.com/skills, you will go to the lobby. I already have homework there for you in the lobby. First of all, you can download this book of verbal cues, and it shows you that some cues are in relation to a handler, like turn towards me. Some cues are directional. So there's relational and directional cues. So something like right turn, that's obviously a directional versus some people have, I used to have a cue that was check, that meant turn towards me. All right. And if you go through this ebook, you're going to see the cues that not just that I use, because I think we can all learn from everybody who's having success in agility. And so my dear friend, Max Sprint, many time gold medalist at the World Championships just last month, just cleaned up at two of the biggest events in agility, won both of them. I have all of Max's cues in here. And then we have a special guest, and we have all of the special guests. No, there's a blank where they're going to be, because we're going to give you another ebook when you're a member of the Masterclass. So ebook is there for you to download now. There is homework for you to do, because next week we're going to be teaching a skill that I think everybody is going to benefit by. So an overall view of what's happening next week. So the first session is Max and I, and you know, agility, we're going to have all through the 4 days, we will have some really great training discussions. And this is what I learned when I was in Germany in the beginning of July. And I'm just going to make sure that we have the right camera. Oh, I'm going to change my microphone so you can hear me better. Hold on. At the beginning of July, I was in, Kim and I went to Germany. And the very first day we were training there, Kim said, I see why the Germans are so successful in agility, because although we're playing the same sport, there's different approaches. And that's why it's great to get insights from people like Max Sprint and our special surprise guest, who also is a world champion. So it's great to get insights from people that aren't within our circle. That's how we grow. We look at what they do. We listen to how the mindset of what they have to get what they've got, and we decide, can I learn from that? And so the 4 days of the masterclass, you're going to have the opportunity to be a fly on the wall, listen to the conversations between 3 world champions, and see what you can pick up. I know it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Everyone will be able to learn from this masterclass. So there's really 3 big things in agility. There is our physical abilities. We have students in our online on our online agility class, Agility Handling 360. We have students that are working from a scooter or an electric wheelchair. We have people who could outrun me backwards. I could be sprinting as hard as I could forwards, and there are people in this class that can outrun me when they're running backwards. There's just some gifted people. But physical skills, you have to be realistic about what you can and cannot do. Your physical skills. There's then the training part of agility. And if you can outrun your dog, that's when it gets really, really important. So, for example, I have this sequence set up here. And my young dog, Prophet, who is 14 months old, he's speedy. So is it all right if I show you, I know this is supposed to be live, and I'm going to go off topic. Can I share a little video of a training session I did with Prophet just this morning? Put a yes in the comments if that's all right, or give me some hearts for Prophet if that's okay. Because I just want to demonstrate whatever our physical skills are, we can let our training of our dogs bring us up to a level playing field, or as level as possible with those who are brilliant runners. So a lot of you are saying it's all right if I take some time here to show you that little video of Prophet. Okay. So I'm just going to go to find that video. Meanwhile, continue to answer that question. Can you outrun your dog? I'm going to find that video. So what I want you to look at, you can listen to the cues that I'm using with him, but I want you to look at what is it that allows me to get the lead out that I do. So be really intentional about what you're watching. And if you need me to play it again, it's a short clip, I'll play it again for you. All right, so here we go. Okay, so if you need me to show that again, it's a super fast clip, but if you need me to show it again, I can. But did you pick up what is it that allows me to be able to handle a dog that fast? So, like a lot of you said, can't outrun your dog. I can't outrun my dog, especially I would say he's probably up there with the fastest agility dog that I've ever run. I think probably Swagger is Swagger and Feature are probably the fastest agility dogs I've ever run. But he definitely, I think, is the fastest. So a couple of you got it. Number one, oh yeah, you've got a lot of great questions. Got great answers here. His knowledge of the cue discrimination. When I say something, it means do this. I don't know if I'll be able to show you what this course looks like. So clear communication. He understands my cues. And there was another one I saw. Lisa picked up the focus forward, right? That forward focus that we teach, that we've been teaching since 2005. We started teaching focus forward here. Okay, so it's that focus forward that allows me to be wherever I want and my dog still be able to focus on a line. So this is what we need, guys. We have our physical skills, and then we have our training skills. Those are the words that I use and how I use my body. That's called handling. The words that I use, how I use my body and my motion, knowing when I need to stop, when I can accelerate. And so this course that I just showed you, maybe I'll be able to, let me just see if I can change the camera a little bit and explain a little bit what you saw. So it started in the corner up there, and there were two jumps, and then Swagger came to this wall jump, or Prophet came to this wall jump. The wall jump is pointing directly at a tunnel, which I don't want him to take. I need him to take this one. But as he comes over that jump, he's going 1,000,000 miles an hour, pointing exactly at that tunnel. So he needs to be able to listen to my word that says, don't go straight, turn, and he needs to be able to follow my body. If I have to wait here, there's no way I can get to the end of that tunnel. In the video, what I did was I did a blind cross at the end of the tunnel. I can't do that. I can't get to where I need to be as a handler. So agility is about knowing your strengths or your limitations as a handler, being real about it. Then saying, okay, what do I have to train? He's only 14 and a half months old. We still have lots of training ahead of us, but he's got a brilliant foundation right from the time. And it's not like I've been doing this for very long with him. These kind of sequences, 4 to 6 obstacles, only for the last couple of months as he's been doing this, and maybe once a week for the last couple of months. And so it's my physical cues or lack thereof, my physical ability to run, my training, which is super easy when you play games with a dog and they learn through the games, my verbal cues. And then the other thing that we're going to be talking about, Max and myself and our secret special guest, is how our beliefs about ourselves, about our dogs, and about what's possible for us in agility affect, they put a limit on how we can progress into the sport. Do you understand what I mean about that? Is that something you've thought about, or somebody's talked to you about before, maybe you've heard it from me, about how your beliefs affect your ability to train or your dog or bring out the best in your dog? So is that something that you've heard before? You want to see, so Tracy said, can we see that video one more time? Anybody else interested in seeing that video one more time? Give me a yes in the comments and I will show it one more time, because I've explained what we're doing. Now maybe you need to see, maybe I should have slowed it down. I'll explain one more time what I said to him. Before I leave him, I tell him lock. That tells him to settle your feet. And when he settles his feet, I tell him what he's doing. So I don't know if it was picked up because I went in fast motion, but I said lock, rai, which tells him, look at this jump. You're taking the jump, even though I'm walking directly behind you, and you will be turning tight to the right. Lock, rai. All right. And then I come out, I let out 4 obstacles because he's that fast. I need that much of a head start in order to get that blind cross in at the end of this tunnel here. 4 obstacles, and I start moving with him, but I still need to be connected to him as he comes over this jump, this wall jump, because if I'm not connected to him when he comes over that wall, where's the wall jump? Over that wall jump, he's going to go in the off-course tunnel. All right, so let's take a look at that video again. There's a lot of you that said you'd like to see it, so I will show it one more time. There it is. Okay, so a lot of things happening in there. And as a handler, we have to stay connected with our dog and be smooth and fluid, because if we're like running and herky-jerky, then what's going to happen is our dog's going to come off course, they're going to stop, they're going to knock a bar. So all of those things come together that make brilliant handling. I'm a little cockeyed now. That's bothering me. I don't know if it's bothering any of you out there, but I have to fix it. So next week's masterclass, I'm going to teach you how to get what I've got at the start line. And my special guest and Max, the 3 of us are going to give you input, because all 3 of us teach that with our dogs. All 3 of us are going to have discussions about what happens when that's broken, about the little tweaks that they do to make sure their dogs understand it well. That's one piece of what you'll learn, 100% free in a masterclass. I love teaching agility, but we're just so busy here that I don't get the opportunity to do an agility only masterclass, and this is it. So please take full advantage of it. Go to I'll put it up like this. Here we go. Look at that, how posh and fancy I am. At the end, go to dogsthat.com/skills, and then you will. Helpful to see before and after the explanation. Yeah, absolutely. So once you know what's happening, and so if I was to, I don't know, it's going to be really difficult on that jump. Kim, can you grab a jump? Just put it out here. And I'll just show you the different focus forwards and what you can do, what that gives you as a handler. You just saw me lead out directly behind the dog, right? Like I just turned and walked directly behind the dog. I'm just going to show you the beginning of that video one more time. I'm just off. Here I go. He's 14 months old. How much will that benefit me as we move forward and start doing courses a year from now? Just turn it the other way and yeah, that's good. All right, so I'm going to just show you how setting the dog up for success, and what you're going to learn in this masterclass is how you can do this with your own dog. All right, so I'm going to just change the setting here. There we go. So I got Mr. Man waiting to Now, I want you to see if you can focus in on his eyes. Profit break. Straight. Ready? Mine. We have somebody else who wants to play. Close. Good. So I can throw this toy out there. Where is he going to focus? If I say lock, rye, lock, rye, profit, that's not what I said. So there's a puppy who's failed. Not a big deal. It's a game. Come on, try it again. Making this really hard for him. Close. Lock, rye. Lock, rye. Yay, bring me. Yay. I fooled you. There was another one back there. All right. Likewise, I can do mine. Close. Sit. Good. I can do, if I come over, this is unfair. Here, break. I'm going to move him a little bit so it's a little more fair. Ready? Sit. Toy is there. But if I say lock, tunnel. So he's like, do I take the toy or do I go in the tunnel? Lock, tunnel. Betty, come here, buddy. It's probably very unfair to put that toy there. Sit. Lock, tunnel. Good. Tunnel. Good boy. There you go. So where I tell him to look is where he looks, which gives me a big advantage when I want to lead out. I know for sure he's going to take the obstacle I want him to take, trusting that there'll be no tug toys on the ground for him to you couldn't see that. That tug toy was still there as a distraction for the poor guy. You did amazing with that tuggy on the ground. Okay, hop it up. Good boy. Okay. So yes, Swagger, you guys saw Swagger in the background. Swagger making sure the young buck gets it right. That's what he was doing, making sure it all comes together in the right way. So that's what we were, that's what we'll be talking about. That's what we'll be sharing. How we're going to give you a step-by-step tutorial of how you will get your dog that focused. So if I'm going to do one more little demo with you. If I set him up, I think I'll bring this even closer so you can really see what's going on here. All right. Okay, come here, Fet. So I want him to look at this bar. Ready? Close. Lock, rye. Good. Super good. Right. Yeah, baby. So he's fully committed to that bar. Fully committed because I said that's what you're doing. Mine. Up. Sit. Lock, rye. Lock, rye. He really wants this, but he's fully committed to that. Rye. Bring me. Yay. Super good. Hop it up, man. Hop it up there. That's what I want for you guys. Okay. So that's one of the many things that we're going to be discussing at the masterclass. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 parts. You can join. Start now. Also, when you're there, you'll notice, any of you who are on Facebook, we have a Facebook group, discussion group about the masterclass. So if you're on Facebook, if you have access to Facebook, you're welcome to join that masterclass. We'll give you, everybody will be given emails when the masterclasses are live. They're going to be 3 o'clock Eastern time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but we're going to give you reminders through the Facebook group, also through our emails. But if you're in Facebook, if you have access to a Facebook account, then join that Masterclass Facebook group, because there'll be some other discussions in there as well. Any questions that you guys have? Any questions? Do you guys want to see that video one more time? I see people asking for the video one more time. I'm going to jump over to, Swagger is here and completely making sure that puppy gets everything done right. Okay, I'll show you a little bit more. I'll show you that video one more time, but also show you another video that just gives you a little bit of more insight into the short little sequences that he's able to do because of the games that I've played. Honestly, he didn't do sequencing. Maybe he did once a week for the last month, or no, actually I've been away. So he really has had very, very little sequencing, but what he does have is really solid skills on one jump, and those things come together. So I'm going to show you, I'll show you one more, because people are asking one more time. I'll show you that video of the focus forward and the sequence. Watch for my blind cross. Watch, you can't really see, but behind the A-frame, but he does a threadle where I ask him not to take the front of a jump, but he has to come to the inside. It's an inside slice. So watch all that in this short little sequence. A lot of things happening in that very, very short sequence. Okay, I don't want to keep you long. I'm going to show you one more video. Where is Swaggy? He's hiding behind one tunnel, I can tell. Let's see, where's Waldo? I can play a guessing game. Is it this tunnel? Is it that tunnel? Or is it the tunnel over here? Swag! So Pam says, I noticed you didn't use a release cue, only Rai. How does he know when to stay and when to release? We're going to talk more about that next week, but every cue that tells a dog to do something is a release cue. If you say, my release cue is break. If I was to say break Rai, he's too fast. By the time the word k of the word break is out of my mouth, he would already make a decision of what he's doing. So we'll talk more about that next week for sure. There will be replays of our master classes, but you need to watch them. I would encourage you to watch them within 24 hours because these are being filmed for our Handling 360 community, and they're going back inside Handling 360 at the end of the week. So 100% free for the entire world. We're sharing it with the world, but we're shooting it for clarity for the lessons we have coming up in Handling 360. So, it's going to go back inside, take advantage while it's outside. All right, I'm going to show you one more little video. And I haven't posted this to Facebook or Instagram yet, but I will. And it's a compilation of some of the things that when I said at the top of this live, how insightful it was for Kim and I to spend time training in Germany this summer, and how this little tweaks to what we do and the way they go about things, which is why I wanted our North American community to really get to know the European thought process. And that's why I really, one of the many reasons that I really wanted to do this masterclass with the two guests that I have on board. But I'll show you a video of, like I said, I haven't showed this yet on my social media, but it's just a video of Prophet and I doing some sequencing in Germany last month. So, our first episode of the Agility Masterclass, Max and I are going to be talking about beliefs, among other things. But this is a big thing that we have to help you break through. What is your belief in what's possible for you in the sport of agility? You might want to list all the limitations. Why? You know what? I am 40 years older than my friend Max is, almost exactly. And so it'd be easy for me to say, well, how could I ever play in the same realm of sport that somebody who is that much younger than me? But those are beliefs we have to break through. So it's beliefs we have about ourselves, beliefs that we have about our dogs in the sport of dog agility, beliefs we have about our dog and ourselves as a team. We're going to talk about that first up, because I think until we address that, the things that we have in episode number 2, 3, and 4 are going to be difficult for you to buy into. You have to be on board with a bright future for you and your dog. Okay, if you have any questions, post them here. Otherwise, I'm going to jump off, and I'll be flying to Germany. Kim and I are flying to Germany on Saturday. That's in 2 days, Kim. Someone's got to pack. And then we're going to see you on Monday. So if you don't have any questions, go to dogsthat.com/skills, sign up to the masterclass, download the ebook, look at the 3 videos. Actually, there's 4 videos. There's a video Max and I discussing the game that we're teaching that's there in the lobby now for you. And then mark your calendar for our 4 masterclass times, and we'll see you there. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic. You're going to learn a lot. I'm super excited to bring it all to you. Okay, no other questions. I am going to say goodbye, and I'll see you on Monday.